Hello and welcome to another In My Mailbox vlog. I have a ton of books this week, way more than I expected to get, but so this will be kind of a longer vlog this week. So the first 6 books I'm going to show you are books that I won from Tiger Holland's blog. I won first place, so I got 6 books, and I was so happy. So the first one I got is Never Sit Down, Hoop Skirt, and Other Things I Learned in Southern Bell Hill by Cricket Rumley. And this cover reminds me a lot of Will Work for Prom Dress, which I loved and just read a couple weeks ago, maybe like a month or two ago. Um, so when I found out that this was in the packet prize, I was so excited because I've heard a lot of great things about this book, and so I was really interested to see my point on it. So I can't wait to read this one. And then I won Passion by Lauren Cates. This is the 3rd book in the Fallen series. The first 2 are Fallen and Torment, and I loved the first 2, but didn't like this one. I did not like Passion at all. For some reason, I don't know, I just did not like it at all. So hopefully whoever wins the giveaway of this book will like it. I hope, because there's a lot of mixed reviews in this book. Some liked it, some hated it. I don't know. It was different from the other 2 books. And then I got 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah Milnowski. And this is a really great book. I enjoyed reading it, but I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I kind of had high expectations for it, and it didn't, like, meet all of them, but I did like it. I enjoyed reading it. I'll post my review down below, so you can check it out if you want to. The next one I got is The Underdogs by Mike Lupica. I have no idea what his last name is, but I'm interested to see if I like this because I think this is more geared towards the male side of reading because it's about like sports and football. I think that's what the author is all about, like football and sports and everything. So I'm interested to see if I like this one. This is an arc. This book comes out near the end of September, so. And then I got an arc of Supernaturally by Kirsten White, and I've been most excited for this book because I read Paranormalcy, the first one in the series, last year when it came out, and ever since I've been really wanting this one, and when I saw everyone getting it, I'm like, oh, I really need to have it, and now I have it. But I'm going to reread the first one, and then read this one. But this one, it says that it came out August 30th, but on Goodreads it says it came out in July, but I think it came out at the end of August, so it is already up. And the last one is an arc of Down the Misterly River by Bill Willingham, illustrated by Mark Buckingham. This is a middle grade novel, so it's not really something I don't think I would enjoy. So this will be also included in the giveaway, my 400 followers giveaway, which isn't happening yet because they don't have 400 followers, but I'll have a whole bunch of books and swag to give away for that. So. And then the author of Audition, which comes out in October, sent me some bookmarks because she was out of arcs, and she signed them all. So I was excited about that, and I cannot wait to read this. This has been one of my highly anticipated books this year, or towards the end of the year. Comes out October 13th, so be on the watch from Audition because it looks really good. Look at the cover. Yeah, looks good. And then for review, I got Ember by Carol Oates, and this cover is just gorgeous. Look, it's like the butterfly, and it's just so simple, yet so, I don't know, it fits. I haven't read this yet, and I really want to start it. I think there's a love triangle in this book, so that'll make it extra good. And then for library books, I got The Duff, The Designated Ugly Fat Friend by Cody Keplinger. And I just read a couple weeks ago her newest novel, Shut Out, which I don't know if it's out yet. It's coming out sometime in September, I know that, but I really, really love that book. And so I heard a lot of people telling me that I need to read this because they really loved it also. So I'm hoping that this is just as good as Shut Out. And then I got Halo, and this is book number 1. Book number 2, Hades, just came out. Um, and I read this last year, but I want to reread it again before I read Hades, which I ordered. The girl who wrote this was only in high school when she wrote this, so that is amazing because this is a really good book. I am definitely surprised when I found that out. But if you haven't read this yet, you should definitely check it out. It's not for some people. It's an angel book, but it's really good. And then the last library book I got is one of my favorites that I've been waiting for a long time to come out, and that is Hooked by Catherine Greenman. I don't know what about it, but obviously from the cover it's about some girl getting pregnant, but I don't know why I was highly anticipating this book, but I really hope it's good. And then today I was at my library, and apparently they emptied out their shelves, made room for new ones because they had a whole table full of YA books that were on sale. And I was going nuts because I wanted everything, but I got 15 books for only $6, so that is really good. Um, the first one I got is Star Climber by Kenneth Opel. And I've gotten this out of the library a few times, but actually never read it. I just returned it without reading it because I had a whole bunch of other books to read for this one. Um, so now I'm really excited to own it because now I can read it whenever I want. And then I got Hot Scots Castles and Kilts by Tammy Swish. But this is a really good book. I love this. I read this a couple years ago. It's really small, so it's a really quick read, but I loved it. One of my favorite books, actually. One of my favorite books. I have like a list of like 200 favorite books, but this is on that list, so it was really good. And then I got Moonlight by Rachel Hawthorne, and this is, I don't know what number this is, but this is a series, and I love Rachel Hawthorne. The very first young adult book I've read is from Rachel Hawthorne, and I loved it. That's what kept me in the YA genre after I read that book. So, this is one of the books in the series, and it's a werewolf series, and werewolf stories are my favorite. So, this is definitely one of my favorite series. It was so good. And then I got Naughtier by Claire Zulke, and I really like the cover. I really like her bunny slippers, but this book sounds really good. Then I got Never Slow Dance with a Zombie by E. Van Lowe. It just looks really interesting. I hardly ever read any zombie books, but this looks kind of cool. One of the favorites that I picked up is The Fetch by Laura Whitcomb, and this is the author of A Certain Slant of Light, which I have not read yet, but I've wanted to for a while. And I actually never heard of this book or never seen it at the library, but it really caught my eye, especially when it says supernatural romance. So it looks really good, and the cover is just beautiful. So I'm excited to read that one. And these next two, I actually never heard of or never seen them before. And I don't know if they're like, obviously there's series because there's two of them, but I don't know if there's any more. So the first one is The Carbon Diaries 2015, and then the other one is The Carbon Diaries 2017. So I have to look this up and see if there's other ones in the series. I have no idea. It kind of sounds like they're just these two, but I have to check. But it looks really good. And then I got Everlost by Neil Shusterman. This is book 1 in the Skinjacker series, which I have not read yet, but I actually own this book. So I was thinking of giving this one away, along with the other books and swag that I have. It is a library book, so it's slightly used, but it's in pretty good shape. So, and then I got The Astonishing Adventures of Fanboy and Goth Girl by Barry Liga. I've been meaning to read this book for a long time, and I just held it off because I'm like, I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. And I saw a lot of bloggers put reviews above this book saying they really loved it. So now that I own it, I think I'm gonna actually read it finally. The next one is The Sweet, Terrible, Glorious Year I Truly Completely Lost It by Lisa Shanahan, and I read this one a long time ago. This is an older book, but I actually really, really like this one. Plus, it's just like different. The cover is different. It's a really, really long title. Really long. I've never seen a title that long actually, but it's good. It is. And then Crash Test Love by Ted Michael, and I have read this one already, and this one was pretty good. I have no review on it, but um, it just came out last year. It wasn't too popular at the library, but I enjoyed it. I mean, it was one of my favorite books, but it was pretty good. And then I got Vinyl Princess by Yvonne Prinz, and I read this one already last year when it came out. And if you're into if you're a super music lover and love like all the old music, like all the vinyl CDs, I mean not CDs, the vinyl albums, you'll love this book. This will be like your favorite book because basically that's all this book was about. It was all about music and her loving the old vinyl albums and all that. So it wasn't my favorite, but it was pretty good. So if you're into that kind of stuff, you should definitely read it. Um, Also, this is my favorite book that I got out of the whole pile, and that is Jekyll Loves Hyde by Beth Fantasky. And the second one is coming out soon. So I'm really excited because I loved this book. I loved it a lot. And it was really good. And I cannot wait for the second one. And I kind of forget what this one was about, kind of. So I kind of have to like skim over it for the second one too. So now I own it. And then the last one I got is Confessions of a Backup Dancer by oh, it's by an anonymous author. But the cover is really really shiny. This I got this book out like a long long time ago. This book came out in 2006, so it's pretty old. And when I first saw it in the library, I got it out to the back, got out to the back a couple of times, and never read it. I do that with a lot of library books actually, because I'm just like backed up on other things. So then I have to return them and never get them or read them. So now I'm going to read this someday. So anyways, that's all the books I got this week. You can leave your link to your In My Mailbox down below, and I will go check it out.